Reflections in the mirror, the weight of societal standards. We live in a world obsessed with appearances. From a young age, we are bombarded with images and messages that define beauty in narrow and often unattainable ways. These societal standards, perpetuated by media, advertising, and even our own social circles, can be incredibly damaging, leading to feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and a constant need for external validation. The mirror, once a simple reflector, transforms into a judge, highlighting every perceived flaw and whispering insidious doubts about our worth. This constant pressure to conform can be overwhelming, leaving us feeling lost and insecure in our own skin. For many of us, the journey to self-acceptance is fraught with challenges. We compare ourselves to others, measuring our worth against airbrushed images and carefully curated online personas. This relentless pursuit of an idealized version of beauty can leave us feeling empty and defeated. We strive for perfection, only to find that the goalposts constantly shift, leaving us chasing after an illusion. The weight of these societal expectations can be heavy, casting a long shadow over our lives and preventing us from embracing our true selves. It is essential to recognize that true beauty transcends physical appearances. It emanates from within, from our character, our values, and our unique qualities. When we focus solely on external validation, we miss out on the richness and depth of our inner world. We become so fixated on what we lack that we fail to recognize and appreciate the beauty that already exists within us. This relentless pursuit of an external ideal can leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. The cracks in the facade when external validation crumbles. We may find temporary solace in the fleeting approval of others, but this foundation is built on shaky ground. External validation, while alluring, is a fickle mistress. It is dependent on the opinions and perceptions of others, leaving us vulnerable to disappointment and insecurity. When our sense of worth is contingent on external factors, we give away our power and become slaves to the ever-changing tides of societal expectations. This reliance on external validation can be particularly damaging during times of adversity. When faced with setbacks or criticism, our carefully constructed facade can crumble, leaving us feeling exposed and vulnerable. The compliments that once bolstered our self-esteem ring hollow, and we are left grappling with the painful realization that true worth cannot be found in the fleeting glances of others. This realization, while initially painful, can be a catalyst for profound growth and transformation. It forces us to confront our insecurities and to seek validation from within, rather than from the outside world. This process of self-discovery can be daunting, but it is ultimately liberating. It requires us to examine our beliefs about ourselves and to challenge the negative self-talk that often holds us back. We must learn to silence the inner critic and to cultivate a more compassionate and accepting inner voice. This shift in perspective allows us to move beyond the limitations of societal expectations and to embrace the unique and beautiful individuals we truly are. A helping hand, finding solace in authentic connections. The journey to self-acceptance is rarely linear or solitary. We all need support and encouragement along the way, particularly from those who see our worth even when we struggle to see it ourselves. Surrounding ourselves with positive and supportive individuals can make all the difference in our journey to self-love. True friends and loved ones offer a safe and non-judgmental space for us to be vulnerable, to share our insecurities, and to celebrate our strengths. These relationships provide a much-needed counterbalance to the often critical voices we internalize from society. They remind us that we are worthy of love and belonging, not because of how we look or what we achieve, but simply because of who we are at our core. When we experience this unconditional love and acceptance, it becomes easier to extend that same compassion to ourselves. We begin to recognize that our imperfections do not diminish our worth but rather add to the richness and complexity of our being. Supportive relationships not only provide emotional sustenance but also offer valuable perspectives that can help us challenge our negative self-perceptions. Loved ones can often see our strengths more clearly than we can ourselves, reminding us of our resilience, our kindness, and our unique talents. They can help us to reframe our perceived flaws, highlighting the positive qualities they represent. Section 4. Beyond the surface, cultivating inner strength and resilience. This journey of self-discovery is not about achieving some unattainable ideal of perfection. It's about learning to embrace our whole selves, including our imperfections and vulnerabilities. It's about recognizing that true strength lies not in conforming to external expectations, but in having the courage to be authentically ourselves, even when it feels uncomfortable or scary. This process of self-acceptance is an ongoing journey, not a destination. There will be days when we feel confident and self-assured, and there will be days when self-doubt creeps in and we question our worth. The key is to approach these fluctuations with self-compassion and to remember that our value is not contingent on our perceived flaws or imperfections. We are all works in progress, constantly evolving and learning. True beauty lies in embracing this journey of growth and self-discovery. It is about recognizing that our imperfections are not something to be ashamed of, but rather an integral part of what makes us unique and special. When we learn to accept ourselves fully, flaws and all, we free ourselves from the tyranny of self-doubt and open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Section 5. Embracing imperfections, the beauty of authenticity. Authenticity is a powerful antidote to the pressure to conform. It is about being true to ourselves even when it feels difficult or uncomfortable. It's about embracing our quirks, celebrating our differences, and refusing to apologize for who we are. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and authentic, we create space for genuine connection and intimacy. We attract people who appreciate us for who we are, not for who we pretend to be. This authenticity is not about seeking attention or validation, but about living in alignment with our values and beliefs. It is about having the courage to show up in the world as our true selves, even when it feels risky or uncertain. This authenticity is a magnet for genuine connection. When we are comfortable in our own skin, we radiate a warmth and confidence that draws others to us. We create a space for others to be themselves, fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance. This shared vulnerability can be incredibly healing, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. When we embrace our imperfections and allow others to see our true selves, we create a ripple effect of authenticity and self-acceptance that spreads far beyond ourselves. Section 6. The True Reflection, a journey of self-discovery and love. The journey to self-love and acceptance is a continuous process of unlearning societal conditioning and embracing our true selves. It is about recognizing that our worth is not determined by external factors but by the inherent dignity and beauty that resides within each of us. True beauty is not about achieving some unattainable standard of perfection, but about embracing the messy, imperfect, and utterly unique individuals we are. It's about celebrating our strengths, acknowledging our vulnerabilities, and extending compassion to ourselves as we navigate the complexities of life. When we look in the mirror, may we see beyond the superficial and recognize the radiant beauty that shines from within. May we embrace our imperfections, celebrate our uniqueness, and live authentically, knowing that we are enough just as we are. This journey of self-discovery is an ongoing adventure, full of twists, turns, and moments of profound growth. It is a journey worth taking, for in embracing our true selves, we unlock a depth of joy, fulfillment, and love that no external validation can ever match.